it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carr's Jets going up against Manuel's Bills. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Carr to throw on second down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he's got Enunwa. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
Here's Manuel. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL. But Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Returnable here from the 38. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go play action here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. They're leveraged by the offensive line to create space up front.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Manuel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. And tough starting field position here. On first down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. Their fullback try and push the pile. A solid stiff arm. And he's brought down after a good gain. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. And
he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Manuel. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
Now Manuel throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll drop to throw. Backing up. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
This will be caught inside the 10. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Jets are going to have it first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Folk's kick is good.
Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go.
Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
they've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Now 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jets take possession. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come out here in the eye. Carr now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd down now after the incompletion. 1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Here's Manuel over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it with McCoy. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Manuel, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster.
And he will be taken down back behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to get away, but could not.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 9 there, and that's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back now in Buffalo. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They start the drive with Smallwood. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Here's Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And now it's fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
All right, here we go. We're going to rally.
Carr will look to throw. Being chased out left. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Manuel. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Buffalo 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. 1st and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Carr now to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Here's Carr. Got an open man. It's a noon one. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's a 1st down for the Jets.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Carr. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to...
Now, it is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Here's Manuel. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. A give to McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They go play action here on first down. A dump off to Sims. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Now Manuel. Flushed out right. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble in it. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the